Okay, today my friends, as I promised yesterday in my preview video about this new, quite a massive feature called Field Modification, I am going to dive a bit deeper into it. Let's build some setups, let's have a little gameplay action as well, let's see how everything works. Now, if you have not seen my previous episode, if you don't know anything about Field Modification, what it is, then quick cliff notes for you. From now on, clicking this button right over there at the very top next to the research, you are able to add extra features basically to your vehicle, extra modifications to your vehicle, which are not straight out buffing to tank like your equipment unit inside the game. You know, there are there is not a single equipment unit which makes your vehicle worse. Over here you can see full green, everything gives your vehicle positive features, reload time, crew, boost, or many other things. But Field Modification over here gives you some boosts, but at the same time it has a negative effect attached to it as well. So this is the screen right over here, what you are able to select if you have like all the maximum level of Field Modification unlocked. Permanent bonus plus 7% to vehicle hit point, and today we are going to build the highest hit point MAUS this game has ever seen, ladies and gentlemen. But stay tuned for that for a second, because before I move into that, let me actually show you how everything works. So let's take Rhino for example. So if you have if your Field Modification is level 1, you have not played with it, most likely everyone starts with Field Modification 1, you have nothing over here. You have to unlock things one by one, and you can unlock things by using experience, what you currently have on your vehicle, or free experience. So guys, I kind of recommend you to maybe not accelerate crew training if you want to use that, but do that do this or do that at your own risk. I'm not your experience advisor, financial experience advisor, but this is how you're able to unlock different levels. So let's take this Rhino as an example. Support heavy tank. So right now we have alternative configuration, essential loadout, consumable loadout, what you're able to switch when you load into the battle. I'm going to show you that as well in a moment. Is locked, but we're able to unlock it with a 28,000 experience, right? Increased level, let's do that, boom, just like that. It is not going to take our free experience because, as you saw, we had over 30,000 before, now we have only 10,000 left. And we unlocked the consumable loadout. And what that unlocks, let me show you that right away. It unlocks this second button right over here. So let's say one battle is going to be extremely RT heavy or HE heavy. You see many HE turp cannons. You do not feel so comfortable using, the food, maybe you are set on fire, maybe you can do this setup right over here, or alternatively, let's say you are fighting versus tier 8s. This is super useful actually when you are in a tier 10 vehicle, you are fighting versus tier 8s. You are going to take a bit cheaper loadout into the battle. Actually, let me do this right here, this right here, and automatic fire extinguisher anyway, so you can go in with a loadout like this. You're able to select that, and let's say only like 5 premium rounds or whatever, or maybe you have like kind of a Mimi HE loadout if you see many penetrable targets. You can make one loadout like this, and you're able to switch between them on the countdown, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the loadout number 1, main loadout, let's say, pay to win loadout in tier 10 battles, but versus tier 8s you are able to select this, boom, and save a lot of credits actually. Now moving on. Secondly, the second level doesn't unlock you any new things besides first modification right over here. Increased level, once again, it takes vehicle experience and then starts taking free experience. 28,000. This is the server. Values may be different when this system comes to the live server, but let's do that. Let's increase the level to level 2, and now we're able to select between 2 things. This is a support heavy class, support heavy tank. Different heavy tanks have different boosts and modifications, so we can choose between plus 10% to suspension durability, maintaining speed, minus 5% vehicle traverse speed. You do not have to select any of those, by the way. You don't have to do that because, as I said, they come with positive and negative. Maybe you don't want any of those things to your vehicle, so you don't have to do that. Over here, I would say, you know what, over here, I would actually say I don't want. What was the traverse speed of this tank? 34. Actually, you know, vehicle traverse speed, you can see 34.88 degrees per second goes down to 32.56. I believe I can actually live with that, and I can have plus 10% suspension durability and 15% to maintaining speed. Also, one thing, every single class has one permanent bonus. Over here, support heavy tank class has plus X percentage to the vehicle hit points. If it is maxed out, it is plus 7% to the vehicle hit points. So this is what level 2 does. Level 3, let's increase it. It unlocks another slot, and this time we are able to select after 28,000 experience or whatever the amount is going to be. After that, we are able to select different loadout by, you know, different equipment loadout. So just randomly, let's say first loadout is like this over here, and if we are facing like 10 billion artilleries, then maybe you would like to take some extra protection versus artilleries, just like that. You know, just randomly pointing stuff out over here. I don't know, turbo as well, you know, just to escape from artillery faster. And you're able to do the same 2D directives as well. So loading into the battle, let's say it is standard tier 10, 1 artillery. I'm going in with this loadout and this ammunition loadout plus consumable setup, and we are good to go. So hopefully everything makes sense right now so far. This is what level 3 unlocks after extra experience. After getting up to the next level, we get extra modification, this time aiming circle size or aiming speed, firepower, aiming time, aiming circle size, aiming speed. Aiming speed is actually quite fast, but you know what, let's just say we're going to take aiming speed. You know, RNG many times is controlling our shots anyway, and we are continuing getting more levels and more levels. Direct, insection nozzles, engine power or view range. View range was actually quite decent, right? Yeah, let's go engine power so we can see mobility. 700 horsepower engine. Mobility is always very nice. 735 horsepower engine now. Next up, let's unlock this thing right over here, second slot category, and this is very, very key actually. Level 6 I would say is very key, because what it does to you is it unlocks another slot, another bonus slot to your equipment loadout. You can, on support heavy tank class, you can pick between mobility and firepower, which is quite amazing. Let's say I'm going to pick mobility. Let's go. So over here, I'm able to, you know, add to slot 2. I'm able to get extra value ventilation in the mobility slot, and I can slap like improved hardening over here, or alternatively, just turbo at slot 2, and now we get maximum value of turbo plus 10% to the engine power. Or if you want to boost the firepower, you can do the firepower as well. Now it unlocks a second slot for you. And as far as I understood, let's use that. Actually, let's test it on MAUS, for example. If you use the same equipment unit in the same slot, in 2 different loadouts, it does not cost you anything extra. Yes, you are able to do that just like this, and to my knowledge it does not cost anything extra. We can do the same test. Let's actually do it right over here. So we had survivability. Yeah, it shows it is mounted on. Otherwise it would be 600,000, but we are not going to pay 600,000. Yeah, so this is how it worked. Okay, moving on. This is our example vehicle, Rhino. We did assign that, and 2 other levels are going to, 2 final levels are going to unlock you some extra experience. You can see extra permanent bonuses. Oh, actually, support heavy class. Over here, let's actually go to the maximum level so I can show you the maximum bonuses. Permanent bonus on the side of everything else is plus 3% to vehicle hit points, minus 5 to dispersion during movement, and hull traverse. This is actually like snapshot skill, extra snapshot skill. This is very nice. And on the top of that, top reverse speed, reload time, dispersion. I would say top reverse speed. I'm going to remove some reverse speed. Yeah, it goes down to 12, but reload speed. Wow, DPM. The Rhino really badly needs that. Let's put it that way. And vehicle hit points, aiming speed. This is another thing that hits aiming speed actually. Or vehicle hit points, aiming circle size. Oof, this is a tough one. I would say I'm not going to pick. I would say I would not pick any of those things, and you can actually do that. And this is the vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. This is our Rhino right now. Like, we're ready to go into the battle with 2 different loadouts, with new stats, improved or, I don't know, made worse. You tell me. Anyway, this is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's go to the MAUS, actually, and I just wanted to show you how the upgrading works and everything works, because now let's build MAUS. MAUS is assault heavy tank, of course. This is why they have different values. MAUS gets plus 7% to vehicle hit points, but let's see, are we able to boost MAUS even further? So suspension durability, vehicle traverse speed. Are we going to back away, guys? Let's just say we are not going to back away. Let's maintain speed better and extra hit points to the wheels against getting tracked. So this is unstoppable MAUS basically. Aiming circle size, aiming speed. We are not going to aim anyway, so let's go aiming circle size. Because this tank has quite a nice stabilization anyway. Ancient power, view range, of course we go for ancient power. What is the ancient power actually? Let's go mobility. 1750, so 5% over here does actually quite a bit difference. You can see 1837. We can build the fastest MAUS with this setup, and this one is actually very key. Top forward speed, vehicle traverse speed, but it receives less damage from HE shells, plus ramming damage, stun duration. Ooh. This is a tough one actually, honestly, this is a tough one, guys. Top forward speed as well is quite hurt, you know, or we can get extra vehicle traverse speed, extra drop speed, but it takes more damage from HE shells, from Marty basically. Or maybe we can counter, maybe we can get the mobility. Like right now I would say I would not pick any, because I have a couple builds on my mind. Repair speed, territory speed, dispersion Dezrng. Okay, I'm going to take this repair speed and Amorek and fuel tank durability. Okay, boom, just like that. Reassign, let's take mobility as the second slot, of course, and let's go set it up, ladies and gentlemen. So our first setup for MAUS is going to be, let's say, improved hardening. Add to slot 3, and let's switch that to a turbo, because now you basically have the mobility. You can get the maximum value of turbo, which is quite nice, you know. Demount. Alright, we can take this, and let's say if we are facing like extremely heavy artillery, we can take this setup as well, like extremely heavy high explosive loadout on the enemy team. For crew, you know, snapshot, why not, right? We're doing some testing over here, why the heck not? Let's go for the snapshot. This is the artillery. Let's just say one loadout is HE heavy, and another one is you know, more DPM-ish. And this also goes about this right over here. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything is maxed out. Secondary. Boom. Like a lot more protection. Let's add some fuel tank protections as well. And just like that, boom, this is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, how many hit points do we have now? 3,540 hit points. This is the highest amount of hit points MAUS has ever seen. And if the improved hardening, aka bounty hardening, comes into this game, ladies and gentlemen, then it is going to be even crazier, because in the update 1.13 there is bounty, improved hardening, I believe it was, plus 13.5% to hit points if I'm not mistaken, so we can get that even higher, over 3,600 hit points. The amount of time MAUS needs to be killed is actually quite crazy. But now, let's go into the battle and let's see how the loadout selection works. Okay, so what do we have over here? It's quite a perfect example how one loadout is. One is quite useless. So let's go Control 1 and Control 2 to switch the loadouts to DPM loadout. So what we do have over here is 3,500 hit points and DPM MAUS right over here. Let's see how this one goes on Kharkov. Not a single artillery, so we do not have to worry about getting splashed, but most definitely we are going to receive only premium rounds. Well, you know, if MAUS on live server receives only premium rounds, then what do you think is going to happen on the test server? But let's try to make this battle interesting for ourselves nevertheless. There is a Leopard. Are there any faster tanks? Okay, let's actually go on the angle like this now. EBR 105 did not spot anything else from here. What is this? What is this? This is 705A. Who was able to get over here full HP without receiving any shots? Now that's a bit sad. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, that guy is also behind the cover completely. And boom. Okay, E100 just bounced that shot. Okay. Yeah. Russian heat is very strong. Russian heat is very powerful. Leopard 1 is able to shoot me from across the map. Boom, let's put that shot. Well, most likely what was not into that vehicle. T100 LT. But I'm so sure Leopard is still over there. Because usually, who takes only one shot? What is that guy? IS-7 getting ranked by IS-7. Beautiful. We were able to wait for our moment. AMX 13105 is running away from all the allies. And now he has to worry about Conqueror while I am on the side as well. Enemy MAUS also has fully field modification up MAUS right here, as you can see. 60 dp. Let's go sideways like this because, you know, we are in the mighty MAUS and we do not give any damns whatsoever. This is a premium spam fiesta right over here. But, you know, gameplay right now is quite secondary, although showcasing the highest hit point MAUS we have ever had is also quite fun. But the main point of today's video, of course, was just to showcase this system, explaining it, showing it, you know, hands-on action. Beautiful, that guy is dead. I should be faster than Type 5, you know, with my 24 kilometers per hour top speed turbo. And now imagine MAUS with improved bond turbo and bond improved hardening as well. That's quite a meme build we can make in the future. MAUS still a lot of hit points to take away from that guy. Now let's see what kind of firepower you possess. I'm actually not going to even angle. I'm not even bother angling because we have plenty of hit points to share, and I'm so sure those guys are going down before they are able to do anything to us. So let's just hit that E100 over there once. And let's get under a bit better angle versus this MAUS right over here. Full APCR, you know, we did not receive anything other than premium rounds. And this guy is the final tank alive. Yeah, we were not fast enough. So, 4,000 damage done, ladies and gentlemen. 2,000... This is actually quite ridiculous to think. We received, I think, 3 penetrations, right? 3 different penetrations. Or was that 4? I don't know. Maybe we had one before. Anyway, after that we had still over 2,000 hit points left. Quite crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, the mighty MAUS set up right over here. Field modification. What do you think about that? You know, while I was actually loading into the previous battle, I was thinking to myself, what if they are going to do like 2 build variations for this setup right over here as well, you know? Because honestly, this for me most of the time I would say is not getting used. I love this stun, right? Removal. I love the HE shell damage, like less damage from that, extra crew protection, everything is nice, but I don't want to lose forward speed on MAUS, which is already so freaking bad. All vehicle traverse speed, you know. But in some situations, I would be willing to lose it, you know? I don't know. Extra drop speed. Yeah, we can make the fastest MAUS as well. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make some more crazy builds coming up. You know what to do. Smack that subscribe button. Just, you know, slap the living hell out of it. And I get you next time with something else. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what kind of sexy builds you would like to see me testing out over here on which vehicles. I love you all. I get you next time. Take care and bye.